and this place, Puma Punku. Puma Punku, of course, is most famous for these H blocks, and engineers can't figure out how these shapes were made, especially by a Bronze Age culture such as the Tiwanaku people. We'll also show you magnetic anomalies that are present at Puma Punku and Tiwanaku. I believe this was, to some degree, my discovery, but you'll see here how inside the H block, the compass goes very erratic. We're still trying to figure out what's going on.
Magnetic mystery, Puma Punku stone in search of aliens. Again, Brien Foerster regularly appears on even the relevant episodes for Ancient Aliens when he's not prostituting himself for History Channel to say whatever you want him to say, which is aliens at that point, then he's Atlantis and Cataclysm and ancient lost high technology. He's all over the joint. He's a prostitute, let's be clear. Magnetic anomalies, Puma Punku. So again, these are not small little channels or organizations. These are like ones that dominate and have a large presence, large influence. Puma Punku, advanced ancient technologies and magnetic anomalies in Bolivia. Puma Punku, ancient cataclysm, magnetic anomalies test. I'm mocking it because it is screaming to be mocked, because they still keep going with this nonsense. So using a magnetic compass, bottom left corner, you see me inserts it there in the hole. There's some screenshots of the magnetic needle being disturbed when it goes near the andesite. So, andesite, lost technology, aliens, blah, 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 magnetic mystery. He's been doing this for years and years. Overprices for tours to point at stones and tell people bullshit like this magnetic stuff, or like that you can't drill these holes, or you can't cut that, and you can't do this, and you can't do that, and it's just all stupid. It is beyond wrong. He knows it's wrong, but because he's invested himself in his career, he has to keep selling his snake oil, because once they take one step back, and then before they know it, then the whole house of cards falls apart. And still carrying on with this. He knows, nearly 22 years on, Brien Foerster is still going on with this nonsense. Apparently his engineers and geologists still haven't learnt how to use a search engine or how to review the texts that go with their respective fields. So he, as a geologist, we're bringing a geologist and a mason and an engineer with us. No. You should either listen to them or get better ones, or even before you get a better one, just learn to Google, because if you type in andesite, magnetism, you get a plethora cacophony spilling, it falls out and will fill your table, your desk, with all sorts of references, even USGS. It's not just, again, Wikipedia, but this is just so well known. Andesite is naturally magnetic. Andesite is a magnet. It contains magnetite. It's basalt. Basalt, or andesite, is naturally magnetic. Magnets, such as basalt, andesite, interfere with a magnetic compass. No mystery. It's not even a mystery on how to discover this. Very simple. Google andesite, magnetism. That's it. You get all the sources that you need. But years on and years on, what's going on? Well, still going on. Still the same nonsense.
We'll also show you magnetic anomalies that are present at Puma Punku and Tiwanaku. I believe this was, to some degree, my discovery, but you'll see here how inside the H block, the compass goes very erratic. We're still trying to figure out what's going on.
Andesite is a form of basalt. Basalt is a naturally magnetic stone. Orienteering, mountain climbers, anyone sort of involved with navigation, you use a magnetic compass. Don't put a magnet next to a magnetic compass. Andesite is a magnet. Don't put andesite next to a magnetic compass. It will interfere with that. If you don't put your compass down on a piece of basalt, because you're going to get a wrong reading and you're going to get lost, and then the search parties will get sent out. So search parties, they need some search All right, basalt andesite, strongly magnetic mineral. Magnetite is contained in and can locally distort compass readings. Not an esoteric secret in the vaults of the Vatican. Doesn't require thousands of pages of equations to work this shit out. It is like a Google search away. And so it's so incriminating that either they haven't done the basics after all these years, and even you politely try and correct, look, here's, it's actually naturally magnetic, you leave it in the comments, and nope, or shadow banning or whatever, that they don't want to hear it, so they know, but they don't want to know. They know, but they don't want you to know because they want to sell tour tickets. These are scam artists. Let's be very clear about this. I'm all for, whatever fringe alternative. Like, I've got all sorts of kooky ideas myself as into what the difference between the past and how advanced they were compared to what is generally accepted. But we're not talking about more subjective points. What we're talking about is just like 2 + 2 = 4 type of stuff, and that's that there is no mysterious magnetic anomaly. That is the opposite of an anomaly. This is to be expected, and again, it's part of the industry, and look how it just goes. So again, this crosses the whole spectrum of these lost ancient high technology folks. You'll see it everywhere in all those the people who really promote it hard and make, get millions of views and Patreon money and all of that stuff that comes in with it. And they're either incredibly lazy and incompetent, or they don't care for truth. They declare themselves truth seekers, and the academics are trying to cover all this up, and they're all liars and we're telling the truth. No, you're the liars or you're incompetent. That's it's a binary really, because you're too lazy to fact check stuff. You hear something you want to hear, makes sense in your perspective of your preconceived ideas. You don't like it, and again, 2 + 2 = 4 stuff. This is not trying to who was Khufu's second cousin twice removed or whatever, and trying to put the pieces together from scraps of information. This is 2 + 2 = 4, and this stuff is really stupid. It is stupid, and these friggin' con men know it, and they sucking good money out of good people to get that in there, and that they should be friggin' ashamed of themselves for being either incompetent, extremely incompetent, or just outright frauds and lies. No mystery, no correspondence needs to be entered into. This is one of the settled things in science, can easily be tested. Everyone, it's just common knowledge. 2 + 2 = 4, and they're still doing it. They won't let go of it, because there goes their business model, and deserves to be mocked and to be called out for what it is. It's a scam.
We'll also show you magnetic anomalies that are present at Puma Punku and Tiwanaku. I believe this was, to some degree, my discovery, but you'll see here how inside the H block, the compass goes very erratic. We're still trying to figure out what's going on.